Helen Yee here in Philadelphia, being joined by the one and only, the multi-talented Mr. Paul Felder. Now, you have returned to your roots. We're here for Fury Grappling. You became CFFC champion here in this arena, 2300 Arena. How does it feel to be back?
It's great to be back and to see kind of how this building has evolved. I mean, when you go out there, you know, this is an amazing place to actually watch fights. It's intimate. The cage, when it's there, is right on your feet, and then obviously now we got the grappling mat out there as well. But we got so many people on this card, so many
staff.
It's insane. So for me to be working as a UFC commentator, have fought here, won the belt here against Mark Stevens, and I talked about it before. Should have been a rear naked choke if you watched it. I almost had that, but it would have been fitting if that's how I'd won that. And I'm here to call grappling. But yeah, just excited to be back and working with these guys again. It's been years.
Yeah, well, you stay busy and in the triathlon world. So how's life as a triathlete? You look great.
I know. Well, it's definitely helped keep the weight down for sure, you know, because anybody that knows me or followed my career knew that even between fights, I'd blow up to well over 190 pounds. And now I'm probably eating triple the calories, but I need it. You know, it's just part of the game. And I competed 4 times in the half Ironman distance last season. Did 2 Olympic distance, did a couple half marathons. So I'm obsessed with it, and it makes me enjoy this sport even more because when I do go and watch these fights, I'm not overwhelmed by the training that I used to do myself. So now I admire every athlete that I get to call the fights for a lot more nowadays.
Definitely. Now, looking at the UFC and that lightweight division, the title picture, Charles Oliveira, he just defended the title over Dustin Poirier. Do you see him as champion for a long time?
I think he can. I really do. I think the way he's evolving, the way he's just getting stronger and more confident, I think that's the key for him. You know, years ago, even when I beat him, he seemed a bit broken, right? He didn't know where he wanted to be, whether it was going to be 145, 155. I remember for my fight, he posted a picture of the scale for his Instagram, and it was 155.5. This is 3 days before weigh-ins. So he's clearly trying to show the UFC, look, I want to be 145, but I think after I beat him and then he went on that absolute tear, he found that confidence. He changed whatever he needed to, and now I think he's got what it takes to be atop of that division for a long time.
Now, a lot of people are thinking that Justin Gaethje is the rightful and most deserving next opponent for him. Yeah. I know that he said some things about Conor, maybe waiting for him because Conor tweeted at him. What do you make of this whole situation? And also, we can't forget there's Islam versus Beneil as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you ask me, you know, and I'm going by the numbers, I think it's Gaethje for sure for me. Then the winner of Islam and Beneil, that's the next contender. There's no doubt about it in my mind. But Conor's that wrench in everything, right? And whether we like it or not, the guy makes draws. So if Charles tries to do that, I mean, I can't technically blame him, right? I mean, you want that money fight, but that's not what it should be. It should be Gaethje, and then it should be the winner of Islam and Beneil.
Very well said. Now, I follow you on Twitter, and I noticed that after Paddy Pimblett's debut, you're like talking about how you need to talk about him. Yeah. What are your thoughts on his potential rise in that lightweight division in 2022?
I think he's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know where he's going to go right away. You know, I think he's going to see some losses early in his career to some of these top guys. But I think that he's just new blood. He's new life. The guy's hilarious. He's fun to watch. He fights his ass off when he goes out there. You saw him go for it. I mean, he kind of doesn't really worry too much about staying safe out there. But he's got skills. And I'm excited to see where he lines up. If this Donald Cerrone fight is rumored,
is there? How true is that?
I don't know. I have not heard anything. To be completely fair, I only saw the same rumors that everybody else saw. But if he can go out there and beat Donald, even though Donald's towards the end, and you know, obviously he's an absolute savage. So I don't care when you face Donald, you're in for a fight. If he can beat him, then I think he could be around for a little longer. But I just like his style and I like his attitude. But Paddy, stop blowing up to 200 pounds in between fights, man. It's not worth it, I'm telling you. It's not worth it.
And lastly, you're a great analyst. I'd love to get your prediction for the huge heavyweight matchup coming up next month between Ciryl Gane, Francis Ngannou.
Man, I think it's going to be a tough battle early on. I'm hoping these guys show up with the cardio because I think it's going to be tactical early on in this fight. They've sparred each other. They know each other really well. But my heart and my gut goes with Francis Ngannou. I just think he's got the special sauce on that hand. If he lands one of them, it's lights out. Ciryl Gane can go to a decision and absolutely maybe even get a finish. I don't know if Francis gasses, but I just like that power on Francis in this one.
And for all your fans, what would you like to let them know?
Just, guys, thank you for everybody that's been following along with me. And, you know, I know I'm not fighting anymore, so I'm not quite in the scene as much as I used to be. But just thanks for all the support over the years. And to all the real ones out there that, you know, defend my honor against these trolls. We'll take them down one day at a time.